Ramadan is not too far away. The discussion have already started about 8 rakat or 20 rakat, especially by those masajid that normally conducts 20 rakat, but they're using the explanation or they're giving the explanation that because it's pandemic, even though they're following all the other rules and regulations that has been laid by the government, but still they're thinking that we want to do 8. And then the question comes in whether we're going to complete the Quran. But we have seen in the past, those masajids have always completed the Quran during the whole month of Ramadan, but this year they're trying to take exception, or there is difference of opinion between the committee and the community. How can we balance this?
Okay, this is an important issue as we approach Ramadan. Now, Ramadan, as we all know, and there's no difference, we all agree, Ramadan is the month of Quran. Yeah, Shahrul Quran. It is the month that we should strive most in our ibadah. Now, as we know, most people, they can't read the whole Quran in Taraweeh if they don't pray in the masjid. That's the reality that we live. Now, I'm not really interested whether people pray 8 or 20 on the masajid, make their own choices, no problem. Okay? And 20 normally makes it easier to pray and read the whole Quran. So there's no issue in that. So we shouldn't make it a big issue whether people pray 8 or 20 in the first place. What is an issue though, is that, right, our masajid are following the guidelines for the safety of the community, probably better than most, if not all others. Now, when you have an imam facing forward, the congregation behind him, and everyone's wearing their masks, and everyone's social distancing as well, and the imam is the only one who is reciting, and he's reciting forward and everyone else is behind him, and in front of him is a wall. Okay, there's very little chance of anything spreading. Okay, and it's not like other places of worship where there's singing involved and people are close together perhaps, or everyone is raising their voices, etc. So it's not like that either. So it's very safe. Our ibadah is very safe from causing the pandemic to increase and more problems with the pandemic. It's very safe. Now, what I urge the masajid to do is not take away from our ummah, our communities, the opportunity to pray to Allah in this blessed month of Ramadan with reciting and listening to the whole of the Quran. Now, this should be something that our committees, I would advise them, not to be so fearful as we're coming out of the lockdown and things are easing as well, and things are getting better, and the hospital situations are much better than they were. When everything is going in the positive, we shouldn't then say, you know what, we need to make it easy and worship Allah less in Ramadan, because at the end of the day, our committee members should understand that if you take these positions, you are actually decreasing, in reality, you are decreasing how much Allah will be worshipped in the month of worship, Ramadan. That will be the net effect, and you will be the cause of it. Now, we don't want to stand up in front of Allah Yawm al-Qiyamah and we be the cause that, oh Allah, you weren't worshipped as much as you should have, as much as you would normally be worshipped in Ramadan because of me and my decision. No, let's refer that decision to the ulama, which unfortunately in many cases is not happening with the committees of the masajid. And those masajid that are doing that, good, may Allah reward you all. Take advice from institutions of jurisprudence when coming to these assessments. Taraweeh for 1 hour or 1.5 hours with the imam standing at the front reciting like this is not going to cause further spread of the pandemic. It's not going to happen. It's unrealistic. Okay? As long as we maintain, like we do at Jumu'ah, people coming in, going out, social distancing, etc., everything will be taken care of. And remember, the doors of paradise are flung open. The doors of the hellfire are shut closed. The shayateen are locked up. In this kind of environment, have trust in Allah with taking the means, and everything will be good. But don't decrease the worship of Allah.